Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am giving my first impressions on the Dyson Gen5 outsize Absolute. So I'm actually going to be flip-flopping between me talking here in this clip to yesterday when I shot this originally, not realizing I shot everything in slow motion. There was only one clip that I shot normal, and it was just the unboxing. It was normal speed, and after that I was just on the slow motion mode. And I can't believe I did that, or else I would have had this video up earlier this morning, like normal, like on schedule. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I had to work Saturday and today, Sunday. So as soon as I got home, I decided, you know what, I am exhausted. I'm just gonna take a little break. And then I got ready for this video. So basically I'm going to explain everything that I originally mentioned in the video with no audio that was in slow motion. So if you've been a long-time subscriber, you may remember about 4 years ago we got our first Dyson vacuum, the Dyson V11 Torque Drive. I love Dyson products. I love my Dyson hair dryer, and then I got the Dyson Airwrap, or the vacuum first and then the Airwrap, but either way, I'm a big fan of Dyson, so I love the Dyson vacuum. I love how light it is. I love that it's cordless, you have a rechargeable battery, and it has all the attachments you need. So we were very disappointed after spending so much on a vacuum. While my finger was on the trigger, it just would lose power, so it was constantly on and off, on and off. I was like, oh my god, our Dyson is dying. We also registered our vacuum last time we didn't. I'm not sure if that makes a big difference, but we thought, why not? Let's take all the precautions that we can this time around. So basically we decided to upgrade our Dyson. We are going to keep our old one just because it does still work, and then Chris looked up some stuff. He says we can attach some type of battery, like a different battery to it, and it'll still work. So we're thinking of maybe making that like our patio, not out like an indoor or screened patio vacuum. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like, you know, if we're gonna keep it, let's give it a designated cleaning spot. Chris is the one that did the most research on choosing a new Dyson vacuum, and together we basically landed on the Dyson Gen5 outsize Absolute. And you can see it's a big one. We've already used it, so it's already a little dirty. I will include real-time shots of me unboxing and putting everything together so you can see it crystal clean. This does come with a washable HEPA filter, and what I like about this is that it's big. Before we get into all those details, the Dyson Gen5 outsize Absolute, the difference between this and the other model is just the color. So you've got this, I think the blue one is also on the other one, but this copper color here, and also on the neck of the vacuum is I guess what you would call it. For the cheaper price, the only difference was the color. We were like, you know what, let's just get it. So obviously with the size comes more weight, so this weighs 8.6 pounds, and our old one might be around 6 pounds or so, I'm not sure. It is very light now, it feels like a toy, but when you're actually vacuuming, there really isn't that much of a difference. Also, I feel kind of silly giving a Dyson review because I'm not like a vacuum expert, so this is just coming from someone who has only used one Dyson vacuum. So this is just my personal thoughts, so it's not going to be like, I'm not an expert, so this is just my thoughts. Immediate first impressions, there is a little bit of weight to it, but nothing that's going to make me want to not vacuum. When you're actually vacuuming, it's not a problem at all. I am weak in my arms, I have a weak core, a weak back, basically I'm weak all over. If I can do it, you can do it. So don't be afraid of the weight if you're interested in getting a newer vacuum or upgrading your old Dyson. The suction power, of course, is stronger. I think on the website for this model, it says it has... Okay, so that's the part where I just feel silly because I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's really strong, because I don't have all the information. But just from my personal first impressions, the suction power is insane. So I use the smaller attachment that's meant to be used on a staircase, a mattress, a pet bed, and when I was using that when I was going up the stairs, that suction power, it was just so powerful. Like I could instantly see that it would pick up dog hairs within one swipe. Normally with our old Dyson, it would take maybe 2 or 3 swipes back and forth, but this was just so much stronger. I could actually feel it sucking the carpet, so I actually had to lift it up. So, and I was on normal mode. I wasn't even on like super mode or whatever you call it, boost mode. That was just on normal mode, and I didn't have to change it at all, so that was really nice. But also using the extra large or just the larger head that is meant for carpet, it is so nice having the larger Dyson because there you cover more ground in one swipe that way. Also, just having the hair removal vanes, if I can turn like here, like this is so nice. We've used this so many times already, just yesterday and a little bit today, and no hair. Like I remember having such a hard time having to like get my own hair out of the wheel of our old Dyson, and with this it's like magic. There's nothing there. One thing that's also interesting to me is how quiet the vacuum is. Now yes, it's still loud, I'm not stupid, it's still loud, but compared to our other Dyson, the noise volume, it's just a crazy difference to me. Like I was still able to have a conversation with Chris while he was vacuuming. I just know from other vacuums they can be quite loud and quite obnoxious. With this being as powerful as it is, that noise volume is just mind-blowing to me. Another thing I like is that it comes with this attachment for hard floors. So this is the fluffy optic cleaner head, and so it is soft, but also the light that shines through the fluffy optic, it is very extra, I feel. And when I first saw that Dyson was releasing a vacuum with this feature, I was like, you know what, I can see just fine. No need to upgrade our vacuum now. It works okay. Like we don't need anything new. We don't need that kind of upgrade. That's a little too fancy for us. But now having it, I love it. And I try to take some good video of this, so I don't know if it's going to show up as well as it should being in slow-mo, but I always thought that I was vacuuming exactly everything up. Like I thought I was doing such a good job. If you saw my Instagram story yesterday, then you probably heard me mention that, but I just could not believe how much dog hair I was missing. We have 2 corgis, they shed a ton, so I feel like with every step they take, dog hair is just covering our floors. Like there's a layer of corgi hair, corgi glitter. But after seeing all of that dog hair under our kitchen table, I was just like, wow. And normally what I would do, I would just do one swipe. I'm like, yeah, I got it all. It's on a hardwood floor. Like it's fine. There's no need to be like extra like crazy with it. No, I do have to be crazy with it because this has shown me I have not actually picked up all of the dog hair. So I've been thinking I've been doing a good job, and really I haven't. I did read somewhere that Amazon has like a similar fluffy optic light that you can attach to your own vacuum if you want. I haven't looked into it because we have this now, and so there's no need for me to, you know. If someone does have it out there, please let me know how it works for you. I'm really curious. One thing about the fluffy optic light, I just like how it works because it truly does seem to reflect on all of the dust and dirt and just everything that you're cleaning. But basically all of the attachments that you get with the older Dyson, at least with ours, you get in the newer Dyson. And I assume that's in all of the models. But this one attachment is actually hidden within the neck. So here at the very top, the part that would attach to the body, this, you just press this red button, comes out. And then you have this piece, which in the video that I shot yesterday, you'll see. And so you could, and I could tell that this piece is supposed to go down. So you just slide this down, and then you don't have, and then you can remove that brush part of it, and that's your little nozzle. So it is a little different from the original one that we got with our old vacuum. So this is a little bit wider, and the other one's a little more narrow. So very nice that this is included within the neck of the vacuum. I think that's super handy because I do love using this attachment, at least on our old vacuum, a lot. There is also one piece that I'll show you that I forgot to take out of the box. And then Chris, luckily he was there, and he's like, you know what? I don't think you got every single piece out of the box. And actually he was right. So I'm going to show you that one piece that I forgot to get out of the box. It was just so light. I thought I got everything. So luckily he was there and was able to save us from losing an important attachment. And it's exactly the same as the old attachment. So now we have a few doubles of that. We also were able to get a free gift with our purchase with this Dyson, and it was the Dyson furniture cleaner. So there are, I think, 2 attachments that we didn't have previously with our old vacuum, and then one piece that we have. So we have a double of that one that wasn't included with this original model of the vacuum. I feel like I'm kind of jumping all over the place because I'm trying to visualize what I edited together for the B-roll portion of this and show you. The fact that this is so large, it is just so nice. I mean, it never really bothered me that after vacuuming the stairs, I would have to empty out the canister with our old one, and then after vacuuming upstairs I would have to empty out the canister again before doing the hard floors. With this one, because it's so large, I can vacuum downstairs in our bedroom, I can vacuum upstairs, and I can vacuum a portion of the first floor over here, or would you call this the second floor or main floor? I don't know. Before having to empty out that canister before it gets too far past the max fill line. One of my favorite parts about the Dyson, though, if you do not have one, is the fact that this filter is washable. So if I remove this, this is the washable HEPA filter. So this filter, you just rinse it underwater and then you let it dry like this, standing up, and then once it's dry, you can easily just put it back on. So I would just hate to have to buy a new filter. Like, I probably just wouldn't do it, or I'd probably do it the least amount of times required. Also with this model, and it's not just this, I think there are maybe 3 different models of the Dyson vacuum that does not have the trigger. So there is no trigger button here. Instead, there is this red button that you can press, and that will turn the vacuum on and it will stay on. I was trying to show you, and I think I do have video of this, where it shows you exactly the type of dust particles that you're sucking up, the number of particles that you're sucking up as you're vacuuming, which is really helpful because you could be vacuuming one direction and not seeing so much, while if you turn an angle this way, you might notice that you're seeing more and more being picked up. So I think that's really nice and helpful. And then of course, this also comes with 2 rechargeable batteries. While I was vacuuming yesterday, I also noticed that it switches very easily between eco mode, auto mode, and boost mode. I feel like it is able to switch much faster than our previous Dyson, and that's really helpful, especially as you are transitioning from carpet to hard floors. I still switch to the hard floor head, but if I am along the edge of something, it's nice that it auto adjusts easily and quickly. So am I happy with this purchase that we made? Yes, I am so happy with this purchase. Yes, it sucked that our old Dyson didn't last as long as we thought or expected it would, even though we knew it had a 2-year warranty. We actually didn't know at the time. Like, we just found out when our Dyson was like falling apart like yesterday or last week. But I am a big fan of Dyson products. I think, you know, you always want to go with the company who created the mechanism for this, you know, originally, because they're going to know how to do it well, and it's going to last longer than a knockoff product. So would I recommend the Dyson vacuum? Yes, I absolutely recommend any type of Dyson vacuum. I think if you're going to spend the money, what it really comes down to is what features of it are you looking to have. I want to say how often you would use it, but I feel like everyone vacuums at least once a week. I don't know. We do. Also, you may not need all of the crazy features this one has, like the fluffy optic light. I keep on wanting to say in fiber optic, but with the fluffy optic light, it's definitely not a must-have feature. It's just something nice to have. Also, would you like a bigger canister like this one on the outsize, or would you like your regular standard size of our old Dyson? I think either way, you can't go wrong. It really comes down to personal preference. So is color a big factor to you? Because if not, I would recommend getting this one if you are looking at an outsize, because it is cheaper with this color. At least right now it is. I also really like the Dyson because it is so easy to clean. Like, taking it apart, or at least like taking everything apart, even though I haven't done that with this specific model yet, taking apart our old Dyson, it was such a breeze. If I can do it, you can do it. The next thing I'm looking at getting is a Dyson stand. That way we don't have to screw everything directly into the wall. There are some options that I saw yesterday on Amazon. And what I really like about it is that there's a stand for the vacuum itself, but then there are little like notches for the attachments, like every single attachment. So everything will actually have a home and not just be laying on the floor. Like, it's nicely organized in a slim stand. I do believe there is one directly from Dyson, but if that might be like $100. I honestly didn't check. I'm just gonna get it from Amazon because if I can save money on that, why not? Whereas you want to splurge with the actual product itself. So yes, I absolutely think it's worth it, but if you are looking at getting a Dyson, look at all of the options. You can go up really high and splurge, or you can it's still a splurge, but you don't have to splurge that much if you think about the features that you want in your vacuum. Alright, that does it for this video, guys. I hope you found my review helpful, and like I said earlier, I am not a vacuum expert. This is just my personal opinions and thoughts and just first impressions, honestly. But I also thought this might be helpful for someone in the same boat as us. Maybe you got a Dyson around the same time we did, and maybe yours is also starting to die, which hopefully it's not, but if it is and you're looking to upgrade, here's my information on a newer model of a Dyson. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!